Hey everybody, I wanted to do a review, and so that's what we're going to do. I wanted to do a synopsis and review of Night of the Living Dead. It's really one of the original zombie movies, and it's a classic, for zombie fans. And yeah, the original one from 1968 by George A. Romero. So let's get right into it. Alright, so to start off, we open up with a car driving up a hill to a graveyard. Then we're introduced to a brother and sister who are just having a pretty average conversation. And we also hear a short clip from a radio broadcast that just came back on air. At some point, these actors give kind of off performances.
Hey, come on, Barb. Church was this morning, huh? Hey, I mean praying's for church, huh? Come on.
At this point, we also see our first zombie. We also get a little background and a sense of how these characters interact with each other.
Do you remember one time when we were small, we were out here? It was from right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said, "Boy, you be damned to hell!"
Oh yeah, and also we learn that the girl is a total wimp and is afraid of a British accent.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Then that zombie we saw a minute ago is getting closer and he grabs Barbara. Johnny gets after him and saves her, but in an awkward fight, the zombie throws him down and knocks him out, but promptly ignores him and starts continuing to chase Barbara. The zombie chases Barbara back to the car, and then he ends up trying to open the door, which is surprising that a zombie would do that. And he also picks up a brick and smashes the window with it. Barbara releases the brake on the car and tries to get the fuck out of there, but she ends up crashing the fucking car, and the zombie continues to chase her on foot. Barbara comes up to a house and knocks on the door for help, but there's no answer, so she keeps on a running to the other side, I guess. And she opens up the door on the other side and locks it behind her. Now that she's in the house, she grabs a knife and she starts sneaking around looking for something. And she finds a phone, but the problem is, the phone's not working! Now there's several zombie bros outside looking around for her. And then she finds a dead guy! With the zombies approaching and surrounding the house, she decides to just make a break for it, but when she gets on the porch, as she's running away, some guy just pulls up in a truck, and he basically, I guess he's trying to console her or something, but he just kind of throws her back into the house, and then tries to talk to her. This guy, when he's talking to her, he seems like he kind of knows how to deal with the zombs, and he also needs gas for his truck. And there's a pump outside the house, so he is asking her if there's a key, but, well, apparently she's afraid of black men or something because she just doesn't say anything.
Is there a key? We can try to get out of here if we can get some gas. Is there a key? Do you live here?
She has literally become a toddler.
Maybe we better take some food. I'll see if I can find some food.
I mean, Ben is sitting in here, he's trying to come up with a plan. He's trying to talk with her, and she literally is just walking around acting like she's been alive for one day.
What's happening?
Oh, and are these zombies or rebellious teens? Well, anyway, Ben gets rid of them very, very slowly. I literally can't tell if this movie's in slow motion or not. Well, anyways, this Ben guy, he starts looking around, he gets like a hammer and starts picking up nails, and he tells Barbara to go get some boards or something so that she can help, and they can board up the house, but she's still in some kind of weird fucking comatose state, so Ben is rightfully pissed off at her, and he starts yelling at her, and I think he even shakes her a little bit. But then he calms down again, and I guess he calms her down because she starts acting a little bit more normal. And then our main man here starts nailing the boards to the walls and shit and the door. But when he's hammering in the nails, then he starts freaking Barbara out again, and she just goes back into being in that weird state of shock. After some more fortification, our guy Ben here, he tells a story and reveals that the zombies don't really like fire and that they're actually afraid of it.
They're afraid of fire. I found that out.
Then Barbara and Ben start sharing their stories with each other, how they got to the house and stuff, and you know what, their acting really isn't that bad here.
Fighting in the cemetery. Johnny and me. Johnny. We came to put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny and...
Barbara starts freaking out again and yelling at Ben, wanting to find Johnny, wanting to find her brother, so I mean, I guess I can't really blame her for that.
Please, we have got to go get Johnny! Please help me! Please!
Ben kind of tries to console her. He tries to stop her from running right out of the house because he knows she's just going to get killed from the zombies out there. But she hits him, but he fucking hits her back. Ben actually ends up knocking Barbara the fuck out, so he picks her up and just leaves her on a couch somewhere and keeps looking around. He finds a radio, turns it on. They basically don't know what's happening, so he decides to start a huge fire, and the zombies are like, what the fuck, bro?